A billionaire tycoon handed his lead strategist a blank piece of paper and a pen and said just 4 words, "Draw me a business." The strategist stared at the paper. He thought about what he knew. He thought about what made sense. And after a few minutes, he drew a box, one income stream, one idea. The tycoon looked at it, nodded slowly, and said, "That's exactly what broke men draw." This video is about why most people only ever see one box, and how the wealthiest people in the world see something completely different when they look at the exact same opportunity. Ryan had been working on his business plan for 3 months. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't stupid. He had a 14-page document, color-coded tabs, a projected profit margin, and a launch date circled on his calendar. He had done everything the productivity videos told him to do. He had the plan. He had the drive. But every time he ran the numbers, something felt off. The income looked real. The demand looked real. But no matter how optimistic he was, it always came down to the same problem. One product, one customer type, one stream of money coming in. And if that one stream slowed down, even for a season, everything collapsed. He didn't understand why that felt wrong. He just knew, somewhere in his gut, that people who built real wealth didn't sit around worried about one stream drying up. So he did something that changed everything. He got a meeting with the tycoon, a man who had built 4 companies from nothing and sold 2 of them. And when Ryan walked into the tycoon's office and slid his 14-page plan across the desk, the tycoon didn't flip through it. He didn't even open it. He just looked at Ryan and said, "Tell me what you're selling." Ryan explained his idea. A premium outdoor experience, hiking guided tours through a stretch of land he'd leased in the mountains. He'd charge people for a curated guided trek. Corporate teams, wellness seekers, weekend adventurers. The market was there. The demand was growing. He had the numbers to prove it. The tycoon leaned back in his chair. "That's a good idea," he said. "You'll probably make decent money." Ryan felt a flicker of pride. Then the tycoon said, "But you're thinking about it wrong. You're thinking about what you're selling. I want you to think about what you're sitting on." Ryan didn't understand the difference yet. The tycoon stood up and walked to his whiteboard. "Most people," he said, "when they see an opportunity, they ask one question: how do I make money from this? But that question has a ceiling. It leads you to one answer, one product, one box. The question that builds wealth is different. The real question is, who else benefits from this existing? And how do I get paid by all of them?" He drew a mountain on the whiteboard. Then he drew a single flag at the top. "Here's your guided tour," the tycoon said. "Layer 1, the obvious thing, the thing everyone sees. And here's the truth about Layer 1. It's not the business, it's the bait. It's the thing that pulls people in, builds the audience, creates the proof of concept. Most entrepreneurs stop here. They spend their entire careers perfecting Layer 1, optimizing Layer 1, stressing about Layer 1, and they miss everything underneath it." He drew a second line below the mountain. Layer 2 is the ecosystem. Once you have people coming, once there's traffic, attention, and a reason for people to show up, you build the infrastructure around the experience. Corporate retreat packages, photography services, a curated gear shop, partnerships with local hotels. You're not just selling a hike anymore, you're selling an entire world. And here's what changes. You're not just earning from the people who buy your product. You're earning from the businesses that want access to your audience. Ryan was leaning forward now. "And then," the tycoon said, picking up the marker again, "there's Layer 3. This is the one most people never even think to look for. Layer 3 is the invisible income. It's the money that flows not from what you sell, but from what you've built. You've got a stream of people moving through a specific location on a predictable schedule. A shuttle service, a food vendor, a photography partner, a digital experience company that wants your customers' attention for 60 seconds. You don't operate any of these. You don't build any of these. You simply get paid because they need what you've already created, which is an audience." He capped the marker. "You went from selling a hike to owning an economic corridor. Same mountain, same idea. Completely different financial reality. Now let's slow this down. Because what the tycoon just described is not a trick, and it's not a loophole. It's a thinking framework. And once you see it, you will never look at a business opportunity the same way again. Here's the trap most people fall into. Call it the single revenue illusion. When we think about starting a business, our brain naturally looks for the most direct path between our idea and income. You make a product. Someone buys the product. You get paid. This feels logical. It feels clean. And for a season, it works. But the problem with one revenue stream is not just that it's limited. The problem is that it's fragile. One stream means one point of failure, one bad quarter, one shift in the market, one algorithm change, and your entire financial reality is at risk. The wealthiest people don't build businesses, they build ecosystems. And the difference is this: a business answers the question, how do I get paid? An ecosystem answers the question, how many different people benefit from what I've built? And how do I capture a piece of each of those transactions? Think about it this way. Every thriving business creates a world around itself. People show up, attention flows in, patterns develop. Other businesses start orbiting it, looking for access to those people. The entrepreneur who only sees their product sees one transaction. The ecosystem builder sees every transaction that their audience makes while inside their world. This is what the Tycoon meant when he said most people think about what they're selling instead of what they're sitting on. The product is just the door. The real wealth is in everything that happens once people walk through. So how do you actually apply this? How do you look at your own idea, whatever stage it's at, and start seeing the layers? It starts with one question: who else is in the room? Not just your customer. Think about everyone who benefits from the attention you're building. The related service provider who would pay to reach your audience. The company that would sponsor the experience you're creating. The platform that wants access to the community you're cultivating. Start mapping those relationships, not to monetize everything at once, but to recognize that the asset you're building is larger than your product. The second shift is understanding the difference between active income and structural income. Active income requires your effort every time. You show up, you deliver, you get paid. Remove the effort, the income stops. Structural income is different. It flows because of something you've already built: a contract, a partnership, a licensing arrangement. The goal of every layer below layer 1 is to convert active effort into structural income, money that continues because of what exists, not because of what you're doing right now. The Tycoon told Ryan something at the end of their meeting that Ryan wrote down and kept on his desk for years. He said, "Stop asking how to make more money from your business. Start asking how to make your business worth more to more people." The income follows the value, and the value is always bigger than the product. Here's what Ryan did next. He kept his guided hiking experience, layer 1, unchanged, but he started building around it. He partnered with a local gear company. They provided equipment rentals. He got a cut of every transaction. He built a corporate retreat package and sold it to 3 companies in the first month, not as hiking, but as leadership development. He brought in a food vendor who paid him a monthly fee for exclusive rights to sell at the trailhead. He licensed the route map to a regional travel magazine. He launched a photography add-on where a professional photographer documented the experience and sold prints. 18 months after that conversation with the Tycoon, Ryan wasn't running a hiking tour anymore. He was running an ecosystem. His original income stream, the guided hike, hadn't changed, but his total revenue had tripled. And more importantly, 2 of his 3 new income streams required almost no ongoing effort from him. They were structural. They existed because of what he'd built, not because of how hard he was working. Most people will hear this and do nothing, not because they're incapable, but because layer 2 and layer 3 feel like extra work on top of everything they're already managing. And that's the last illusion worth dismantling. The layer game is not about working more. It's not about managing more businesses, juggling more products, or thinking bigger for the sake of thinking bigger. It's about a shift in perspective that happens before you ever take action. It's about training yourself to look at every opportunity and ask not just, what is this? But, what does this make possible? A hiking tour is a fine answer, a steady product, a reliable customer, a clear path to income. But what else does that mountain make possible? Who else wants access to the world you're building around it? What businesses are already looking for an audience exactly like yours? What relationship could you build with a partner that turns into a second revenue stream? One that runs whether you show up that day or not? The mountain doesn't change. The math doesn't change. What changes is the question you bring to it. Draw one box, and that's what you'll build. One box, one ceiling, one point of failure. Learn to draw layers, and the same piece of land, the same idea, the same starting point becomes something else entirely. The Tycoon didn't hand Ryan a mountain. He handed him a way of seeing. That's the layer game, and now you know how it's played. But here's the thing most people miss. Learning the layers is only half the equation. Because even after you understand the strategy, there's still a deeper battle happening, one that plays out entirely inside your head. The reason most people never build past layer 1 isn't because they lack the knowledge. It's because their mindset was never built for it. They were conditioned from a young age to think about money the way a worker thinks, not the way a builder thinks. And no amount of strategy can outrun a blueprint that was wired against wealth. If that resonates with you, one book changed the way Ryan thought about this more than almost anything else. It's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. It doesn't teach you tactics. It teaches you the internal operating system that wealthy people run on. And more importantly, how to identify the one you're currently running on without knowing it. It's the kind of book that makes you realize the real work was never about the business plan. It was always about the thinking underneath it. You'll find the link in the description and the About section. If the layer game made sense to you today, that book is the next logical step. Subscribe if you're done drawing one box. Think in layers, or stay exactly where you are.